This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
This is Max Headroom, and what you're about to witness is one of the most sinister-sounding intros to a trailer to one of the greatest epics ever.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
Alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I dig you IT geeks. This is Dre Mateo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT in the D.
So what happens when you tap the angry beaver in the bunghole?
Exactly. Come on. Someone tries. What the hell with this? I'm calling a break. We'll come back to the show.
Just where do you guys think you are?
The Library of Congress?
Detroit? Beyond the sun? Any of those right?
Hi, I'm Ernie Hudson, and you're listening to IT in the D. All you nerds out there.
Nerds?
Nerds. Nerds!
What is a nerd?
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
Bob loves it in the can. You're in your underwear? I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
That's why I like it in the can.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Hi, this is Martin Cove, John Kreese from the Karate Kid movie, and you're listening to IT in the D.
This is a bad idea.
Hey guys, it's Time Hawk, Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. You're listening to the IT and D Show.
I may have to wipe the heat off.
Hi, I'm Brittany Daniel from The Game, and you're listening to IT in the D Show.
Hey, Jerry Slater. Hey, Jerry Slater. It's really good. Hey, Jerry Slater.
The Turk monster is in full effect here.
Take him to Detroit. No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
I used to hang out at the Magumbo Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come! Shut up!
This is Robert Hayes, a Ted Stryker to my mother. When I'm not hanging out at the Magumbo Bar, I'm listening to the IT and the D Show. It's worse than Detroit.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
They call him the PBR.
I don't know who brought that bell in, but Bob's got a new toy.
Is there such thing as a meat hangover?
I love my Monday meat stick.
Turn your microphone off. Just get out.
My job is to make sure this program is morally upright and cultural and wholesome.
Shut up, Mimsy.
Hey, folks, this is WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and you're listening to the IT in the D Show. Tough guy. Ho!
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do. The question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
I think we are still hungover from last week's episode 69. This is the IT and the D Show. This is episode 70. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason.
Until I'm not.
Until he's not. We've got two great guests in the studio. We've got Terry Johnson from Original Stix, Pat Muldoon from Osirius. We're going to have cool conversations with those guys. Yeah. Find us online, itinthed.com. And, we're live.
Yeah.
We made it through last week.
We did, and I don't really know how that happened, to be honest with you, because, that was quite the week. We,
Oh, yeah, we had our event.
It started with episode 69.
Right.
Which
carried over to,
which
I think,
apparently
multiple days.
Wildly popular with our SoundCloud listening audience already.
So you posted that on Saturday, and we're already up over 100,000 listens.
Yeah.
Who are you people?
You don't call, you don't write.
You don't love us anymore. Kelly Jean probably promoted it out to all
it's fine. But hey, welcome all new listeners. So
right.
This is great. So
yeah, it's at 105. It's climbing about 2,000 every half an hour. It's
It's like Alien. It's at 10 meters, 9 meters, 6 meters.
Right?
Where is it coming from?
Oh, and I listened to it, and like half of it was like you laughing.
Dude, I when I was editing it, I tried to like edit out as much of that as I could because
all I gotta say is I'm just glad that we're past it. we can move
we
forward.
survived it. Well, we're going to try to bury it, but as Pat says, we might as well just own it.
You got to embrace who you are. I mean, come on.
We're not going to pretend.
Oh, speaking of which, tonight we're brought to you by Logicalis and Quantum Storage. Find them online, us.logicalis.com. Quantum Storage is at quantum.com. And as always, we are drinking delicious Falling Down beer.
So you guys invited us to like ring in the psychedelic 70s on your show.
Absolutely.
How did I do that?
Yeah.
That should have been on the breaks.
Yeah.
What year were you born? I was born in 73. So
72.
Okay, so
71 for me. So,
so the next 3 episodes are
boom, boom, boom.
They'll be happy birthday episodes.
Yeah, but it won't be on our birthday. It's just birth year.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It's about time. So yeah, we had episode 69 that kind of started off the week, and then Thursday we had our event, which wildly
went way better
successful
than I thought.
yet again. I mean, so special. Gotta send a shout out to Mark at Falling Down Beer Company, not just for the beer, but for closing his place of business down for us, which turned out to be merited because we packed it.
Yeah. Well, they were saying
he was shooing people out at 4:00. And like,
when they came up to me, I said, "How's everything?" Right? Like I was doing. It was 7:00, and they go, "We already did better than our normal Thursday."
Yeah. And we were hanging there till almost 10.
Yeah, I think we were there till 10:30.
Yeah. And it went well. We raised a boatload of cash. We filled Menachem's SUV with, so many toys that he could barely
Dennis
fit in
outdid himself, man.
Dude, and again, that's the other, shout out for Dennis over at Wonder World Comics. He said he was bringing a whole bunch of stuff, and
he came through.
He brought a whole bunch of stuff. Just
multiple boxes
and boxes of Matchbox cars and coloring kits and miscellaneous random toys that we had to keep Bob from stealing for himself.
I still want that little Darth Vader nightlight thing for my son.
Yeah,
I wanted
the toilet. You wanted the toilet bowl Matchbox car.
Absolutely.
There's an entire box of Matchbox cars that were
shape of a toilet. I know why you donated them, but can't sell.
Why? Because there's nobody like us that that actually probably is nobody like us that walks into a store.
I want to have that toilet car. What?
Well, he's spoken like a true business owner too. He's like, "Oh, I want that." He's like, "No, you will come into my store and buy it for me."
Well, and it was. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better. And and the Get Your Geek On guys came out and did a live broadcast. I've spot listened to that. I've got the recording of that. I spot listened to that off and on. That came out really, really well.
Are we going to charge him for that service?
No. In fact, I paid the remote fee because I wanted them out there and doing their thing.
I'd say it was very cool. I actually worked out pretty well.
Between toys and cash, it was probably over $3,000.
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Yeah.
It was, and again, I mean, it's I put that note out on the site. Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised anymore.
Well, Bob, I think you and I
pulls together, and I still am every year.
Absolutely.
I think you and I made a new record for the amount of money collected for a shortest amount of time
to get me hit. Yeah.
Yes.
The slap heard around the world.
Well, and it's funny because people ask me because I posted the link and the recap and all that stuff out on Yelp, and people were like, "Wait, what? Like, what's picture number 4? Like, who was that getting hit, and what's the story?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me."
I ordered a Bud Light at Falling Down.
Exactly. I said, I swear to God, I meant to say nice tats. I swear to God, I meant to say. But yeah, no,
you went there.
Yeah, Courtney was a great sport. She was a riot. And in fact, laughably, she's apparently trying to talk her day job boss into letting her slap him for charity, and he's not having any of it.
See, now I think this is.
So you know what's going to happen next. I'm sorry, Bobby. You know what's going to happen next. She's going to call you, say, "Hey, can you come in and do a stand-in?"
Right.
I think this needs to be a thing. Like at everyone's job, you get to slap your boss and raise
if you
money
raise
for charity.
$500.
No, right? No,
it's got to be tiered.
What could go wrong in that?
No, exactly.
This is why we don't have an HR department, and never will.
Right? No. Not even an outsourced one.
Right. No, but it was great. So I walked in there Saturday, to pick up the beer for tonight, and she was working again. And like as soon as I walked in, dude, it was like long lost friends she was like, "Hey, how you doing? How you been? How's your cheek?" I'm like, I'm good, thanks. Walked in, sat down at the bar, and I'm now Norm. at falling down. Like
good.
I walk in and I sit down and some guy like gets up from the end of the bar, comes over and he's like, "Hey man, you're Dave. You're the guy that just got hit here on Thursday night." And, I'm like, "Yeah, that's
you messed up your camouflage or conditioned response. Like before, you were the hockey jersey guy, and you could walk in there and everyone would know you.
Right.
You could walk in there without the hockey jersey on and be in camouflage.
Yeah.
Well, now you can't do that.
Yeah.
anymore.
Now I'm the guy that got hit.
Yeah.
Great.
Good times.
It's how I always.
Well, it's
wanted to be
also
remembered.
interesting. Like we've done. This is the third year that we've done the slap heard around the world, right? So the first year we were actually told you can't do it in the bar. You have to actually take it outside.
Yeah,
because we're inciting a riot.
Which is why we've never been back to that bar.
We've never been back to that bar. Whereas Mark, he's actually encouraging us. When are you going to do the slap?
Oh, dude, and hearing Courtney's side of that story, where she was like, she's like, I thought I was being put up to something. She's like,
she thought the joke was on her.
Well, yeah, she's like, when Mark came and asked me if I would be willing to hit somebody, like I thought it was like a punked thing. She's like, and then I was like, can we do this every week?
There was only 100 cell phone cameras on her.
Oh my god!
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, the biggest news ever happened this week.
What's that?
They opened up a new bar in Midtown.
I did not hear that.
You didn't hear?
No, I did not hear.
They opened up a bar.
What do you get?
You get free fries.
For how long?
A year.
Wow.
So let me get the. Hang on. Let me.
Cue it up, Dave.
Cue up this.
Cue it up.
This. You know what? Because this drove me nuts.
We were mocking this incessantly.
So hold on. Let me get this straight. There's a bar opening up, right, with fanfare, right?
Which is a good thing, by the way.
There's a bar in Grand Rapids, and they're going to open up another one in Detroit, right? It's a great thing. And you're giving away free fries for the first 200 people.
But only once a week.
Once a week. Guy number 1 shows up at 5:30 a.m. on Saturday. Next 20 show up at 9. No, I'm sorry, it's 7:30. 7:30.
Yeah, 7:30 he was
By
there in line.
9, the line is wrapped around the block.
Not just a building, the block.
It's a bar, mind you. They have beer and fries.
Yeah, they weren't giving away free TVs.
No, there's no TVs. There's no cars.
People were waiting in line for 3 hours,
and in that 3 hours,
you could have driven to Grand Rapids to the original one, which is probably nicer than standing in line in the cold for a bar. They have 120 beers on tap. You can only drink
130.
maybe 6.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 if you're me. But I don't get it.
What is the fascination? I mean, I get that it's a new bar, yay, but I'm not. We're just old, apparently. We're not going to wait in line.
I'm not old. I like going to new bars.
No, but I'm not going to wait in line. I'm not going to wait in line to go to a bar.
I'm not going in line for nothing.
No.
My line sitting days have been since Canada. I don't think I have done it since.
And did they have a bouncer at the door? Because I'm assuming that they're at max capacity, because there is no way that they could accommodate an entire line around the entire block of people into that place.
Around the whole block. For beer.
And you get a little punch ticket like a Subway card for free fries once a week for a year. Yay.
I don't get it.
Those better be gold-plated fries.
They
had the same beers at 42 other bars. With no line.
With no line.
And a seat.
Uh-huh.
You know what it is? It goes back to the God-blessed selfies. So you could check in.
Check in on Yelp.
And say you were there. It's back to this, I'm first, look at me, picture on, oh my God, that's what it is. It just hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yeah.
I hate people.
Well, and I am. You know what?
I swear.
I'll probably find myself getting a call from Devin Skillian and winding up on Flashpoint again. But I'm going to say it. There was a Detroit News article that came out. About the Hobcat opening that said, "Well, where's all the?" Literally, the title was, "Where are all the black people?"
Yeah, that was Nolan Finley's article. I told you guys.
Stupid.
Stupid.
So, and in the course of just sitting there and thinking about it and talking about it, honestly, here's what I think the problem is. I don't think people get it. You know what's racist? What's racist is when
that
people...
article?
No. Well, yes, but here's why. When people don't like what you like or conform to your norms, you presume that something is wrong with them. That's effing racist. That's wrong. I'm sorry. I'm not saying black people don't drink beer. I'm not saying black people don't go to microbreweries. I'm not saying any of that. What I am saying is that when you make that sweeping assumption and statement, especially in an article on the front page of the Detroit News and all over their website. And of course, Doucheline and all the other places, picked up the article and did their own spins on it as well.
It was nothing more than clickbait, just like the thing that we went through a couple weeks ago. I mean, they're riding the coattails of a new bar opening up, which by the way is awesome.
Yeah,
another establishment in downtown that's going to attract
300 people.
Thousands of creating jobs, but yet they're writing articles clickbaiting to say, "Oh, where's all the black people?"
Right. Which, and I'm like I said, I mean, to me,
drives me nuts.
That's racism 101. Like
absolutely.
If you're and we had talked about this. Like I keep going back to my ultimate example of this, and everybody loves this song and thinks it's such a feel good thing. Do they know it's Christmas? No. You know why? They're not a Christian nation.
Right, exactly.
They don't
know what the hell
about
Christmas is.
And so, again, expecting people to conform to your norms and like what you like and do what you do, and when they don't, you think that something's wrong, that's friggin' racist. And that pisses me off to no end.
Yep.
That's where the issue comes from.
Because the greatest gift they'll get this year is life.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to say, try that with, hey, kids, you know what? I was going to buy you a Wii U this year, but you know what? You're here. So I gave you the gift of life. Merry Christmas.
No, and the worst is
Bono. See how that goes.
And Bono couldn't be a bigger dick in that song.
Yeah, if you actually listen to the lyrics of that song,
thank God it's them instead of you. It's like, I want to sit on the side of my bed and pray and go, thank God they're starving and I'm not. Thank God. You suck, Bono. That whole song sucks. Won't be snow in Africa. There won't be snow in Australia either.
Yeah, Ecuador. Not huge snowfall. No, just not happening.
And I'm sure they'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly. Guess what? Civilization in Africa is where everything started.
Hey, here, son. I got you an Android tablet on a closeout sale. It's all we could afford. But here, no, thanks, Dad. I'm just happy to be alive. I don't want your stupid gifts.
Thanks.
For knocking up. You know what I want next year? I just want a sandwich.
Right. Yeah, that's the greatest gift there is.
How come no one bitches about that more?
Because people don't. I don't think people think it through, dude. They don't.
No, it's short-sighted. It's all about the kumbaya.
Here's the thing. Going back to the Nolan Finley article, people were going kudos, Nolan. That was a very well.
God, it drove me nuts.
It wasn't.
What?
It wasn't a good article. Nolan, you're racist.
Was there an article that we were the only 3 white people at the Two Live Crew concert?
No. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we were walking around the Two Live Crew at Blondie's.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were. Yeah. I wasn't publishing photos and go, hey, where's all the white people?
Yeah. Right.
We just had fun.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm not going to, what is it, the black family reunion that happens on Belle Isle every year? Right. I'm not walking around there going, where are all the
wasn't I invited?
Right.
There's all the bisexual, transgendered Asians with peanut allergies.
Obese. You forget severely obese.
Sorry.
Yes.
How did that roll off your tongue?
We've written it so many times at
this point. I don't. Yeah. I mean, that's the part that kills me, and I don't think people. I think it's, and here, I don't want to accuse him of anything, but it's become
tired.
It's become cliche and easy to write a story about race now to get traffic and clicks and that kind of nonsense.
Yeah.
Regardless of the foundational premise or whether or not it's accurate or true or any of that kind of nonsense.
My quote,
and I don't like it.
My quote was halfway through his article, he was trying to dismiss the argument of why aren't there more black entrepreneurs, and he's like, I think his quote was, "It doesn't really matter. We'll get to that later," and he never got to it in his article.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, you can't just dismiss that entire part of your posit there because that's the whole rut of your point.
Yeah,
that does matter.
It's the last South Park. It's not about the content anymore. It's about the reaction.
Yeah.
Right?
It's all about the comments and the views and the shares and the I mean, that's what it is. And I mean, it's sad. But I mean, it's, again, it gets back to, the article that I threw out there that I'd written a while ago, that not necessarily the news. I mean, that's the sad part. I mean, it's
become British tabloids.
Yeah, I mean, the news media is not the news anymore.
No, it's commentary and opinion.
Yeah, and it's more and more sensationalistic. It's, I keep, and people laugh at him, but I keep going back to, Michael Moore when he did Bowling for Columbine. And he, but he did the analysis, he showed you clips of, here's the news in Detroit, here's the news broadcast right across the river in Windsor. And, just the severe difference in if it's the U.S., if it bleeds, it leads. If it's Windsor, it's news, it's content, it's not.
There was a moose on the road today.
Right, it's not sensationalistic. It's not, it's not. That's like
the bar on 2nd Street ran out of beer.
Right,
lead with that.
How many times have we, the whole, this product in your house might kill your children. Tune in tomorrow at 11. Check it.
Exactly.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, there's something in your refrigerator that can kill you, but we're going to be right back with news and sports.
Right.
Or with weather and sports.
Right. We'll tell you tomorrow at 11. Yeah, kiss my ass.
Speaking of beer, do we toast Bill Bonds passing away?
Oh, yeah.
The original Anchorman.
Exactly. I hope they're not planning on cremating him because that fire will be burning forever.
I was going to say, for as much alcohol as that man consumed, 81 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was. I mean, he was they've talked about it. I mean, he was the guy that they modeled Anchorman after.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
I thought it was Mort Krim. It wasn't? It was Bill Bonds?
No, it was Bill Bonds. Yeah. Because if you look at the old promo photos of the Channel 7 Anchorman, like his crew, it's like, and like put it right next to Will Ferrell's Anchorman movie, it's like identical. So, what else you got on the list?
Oh, we got a whole bunch of stuff. Let's talk about
can we talk about the that after school app thing?
Oh, for sure. Why not?
Yeah. So people know about this, right? You guys know about this after school app that kids can download that allows you to.
What do you, Jay Leno, know? Have you heard about this? Do you know?
No,
about
I'm
this?
trying to bring him into the conversation. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the chin.
It's on the internet, see?
Yeah, see?
Where's the any key?
We need more 20 gangsters' voices in this show. Yeah, see? I'm going to rub you out, see? Yeah, we're going to go distribution. Yeah, it's original Stix. Yeah.
Magze.
Anyway, so the stupid app allows kids to post anonymously, so it breeds, bullying, cyber stalking,
and it's essentially
sexting,
Whisper. Well, probably, I mean, it's essentially Whisper targeted at school kids.
Yep. So, yeah. And I can't believe that Apple approved this app to begin with, and I think it's on Android as well. But anyway, so it's been out there. It was pulled once because of some threat in another state, got reinstated, and then they made it. They said, yeah, you can download the app as long as you're over 17. It's like, like people don't know how to get around that.
Right.
So all these high school kids are downloading it.
Why would they promote anonymity? That's problem number one.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, the point of the story is some kid out in Brandon, where I live, made a threat to the school, a la Columbine. Shut down the school, said, I'm going to shoot up the school. It's going to be worse than Columbine tomorrow. He posted it on this app. So, of course, the Oakland County Sheriff gets involved, and they shut down the schools. They were searching everyone, and it's just wacky mayhem ensued. They ended up catching the guy, and of course, the Sheriff's Department's working with the developer of the app, and they catch the guy within 12 hours. It's some 17-year-old kid.
Well, yeah, because there is no such thing as anonymous when you have a subpoena.
Exactly.
Didn't they pull the app already?
Yeah.
Again,
Why did the app take responsibility for it, though?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody used it as a medium, but it's not the app's fault.
See, I don't get it. Like that's when with this whole new since 9/11, the whole domestic terrorism, because this kid's going to be charged with domestic terrorism, so he'll probably be gone for 20 years. Right.
Good God.
So why wouldn't the app developer be in like an enabler somehow, some way?
No, you can't.
No. Is it high school or middle school?
High school.
High school.
That's like going after Glock because somebody shot someone in the street.
And just from that gets back to the whole DMCA thing. I mean, in the online world. I mean, I'm not responsible. Okay, I run a website. I run a message board. I'm not responsible for the crap that you post. I'm not.
No.
It's you
buyer beware.
Well, no, it's you posted it. I didn't post it, and they've tried that a couple times. Like, in fact, I think we briefly mentioned it last week or the week before, where
they tried to sue Google for the naked pictures.
Well, yeah,
for the happening. Yeah,
well, and there was I think it's Time Warner that somebody's going after for. Not shutting down,
the
copyright
Sony hack?
infringer. No, not the copyright infringer. People that are sharing torrents and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They're not responding quickly enough, so they're going after them for that. It'll never happen because of DMCA. But I mean, it makes headlines in there. But yeah, I mean, and then the Sony hacks out there.
DMCA. Sorry.
It's fun to be at the. Yeah.
Sorry.
And then there's the Sony hack, which I mean, if nothing else, I mean, the thing with Sony is
that's just getting worse and worse by the day.
Well, it is, but the reason why it's getting worse is because it's illustrating how dumb people are with sensitive data. You've got unencrypted, unpassword protected, just wide open Excel spreadsheets that have, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's home address, the alias under which they stay in hotels, their SSN, their salary, what they made on this, what their preferences are. That's just dumb.
Yep. And then, you know what? Sony's not the only corporation that does that.
I'm sure they're not. They're just the ones that got caught. Well, and so like what I'm waiting for now is so the emails are leaking. Like the emails, about
it's so bad. I mean, talk about damage. Could you imagine being the PR person?
Well, yeah,
Sony?
Mark Cuban throws a hissy fit because he's only getting $30,000, per episode of Shark Tank.
Yeah,
that came out from that hack.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I read that article.
Yeah.
I thought he went public with that.
No. It went public for him.
Wow, what a
and like
what
George Clooney has a hissy fit because he gets in fights with directors.
Right.
All this the dirt. That's why every day more stuff is coming out that's embarrassing for actors and producers and directors.
Well, and so Sunday I was sitting here, yakking on one of the other shows, and we were talking about it a little bit. And the one thing that I'm waiting for now is let's take a look at the entertainment industry, which has been beautifully parodied by South Park over the past few episodes. It's a lot of old, rich, white guys. A la, Donald Sterling, and so why haven't we seen more racist stuff come out? Why haven't we seen more?
They were making fun of the Obamas.
But so here's the thing: what I'm waiting, I'm almost willing to put money on the fact that those emails exist, and we just haven't seen them yet because there is extortion attempts going on.
Oh my God,
huge!
Well, the hackers already said that more stuff is coming. This day.
If you got a hold of that stuff, wouldn't you shoot an email to Donald Sterling going, "I have this."
What's it worth to you?
$2 million.
I want an island in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Why release it to the public for nothing?
Yeah, dear President of Sony.
Right.
What's it worth to you to never, ever, ever have this see the light of day?
Oh, it's brilliant.
I mean, it's got to be more than free fries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you take your crack fries and you shove them up your
So, I got to say that real quick. The best line, reading all the message boards when the damn hop can opened up, and the best line was, people are so stupid, I swear to God, you could have a place offer free rat turds on a stick, and 1,000 people will line up because they got to get something for free. That's how society has become, I swear.
It's the entitlement mentality.
We are coming up against a break. We're going to be back with Terry from Original Stix and Pat from Osirius. This is the IT and the D Show.
We will be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D Show.
What's up, everybody? This is Billy Zapka. Sweep the leg. Listening to IT in the D Show. No mercy.
The IT in the D Show is brought to you in part by Logicalis. Logicalis is an international IT solutions and managed services provider with expertise in communications and collaboration, data center, and cloud services. Employing nearly 3,700 people worldwide with more than 20 offices in the U.S., including 2 in Metro Detroit. Find out more at us.logicalis.com.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
Dave, do me a favor real quick. Walk me through that magical day where you decided to download the dance remix of Hey Mickey.
The techno remix of Hey Mickey, yeah, absolutely.
And you decided to hit that click button.
And must have, and got, and yeah.
Do you play that all the time, at home? When you're barbecuing?
Yeah.
This is segment 2, episode 70, the IT and the D Show. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios.
Don't judge me. I've heard some of the crap you listen to.
I don't listen to that.
Well, actually, that remix was actually better than the original.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer Hey Ricky, the Weird Al.
Nice.
We're in the Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. This is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek. Jeff, the voice of reason. Find us online, itinthed.com.
And Facebook.com/ITInTheD, and we're at Twitter at ITInTheD.
Hashtag.
Yep. And in case anybody wants to call in, our number is 313-462-0107.
Please don't call in to ask how to listen to the show.
Again.
Yeah, we want live tech support again.
2 of those now.
How do I listen to the show? You're on the show.
I'd rather answer printer toner questions than that.
Hey, Bob, when will then be now?
Exactly.
Yeah. So who are you diving in with?
Terry.
Terry.
Terry was. I don't even.
You've blown up a little bit since the last time you were here.
A lot of it.
So how's demand?
A yottabyte?
So we got
Terry doesn't sleep a whole lot these days.
No.
It's Christmas.
So we got Terry here from Original Stix. You were a past guest. I think what 20 shows ago or so.
Yeah.
And you were still in startup mode, right? And yeah, you've done blown up. For a little background. Go ahead, tell them. For background.
Yeah, who are you and what do you do?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
So Original Stix builds phone cases out of game-used hockey sticks right here locally. We take the broken hockey sticks.
Back in June, that's when it was.
Yep, end of June. But, I'd say officially, what would you say, Pat? Officially launched in August, September?
About August timeframe, we really started to connect with the customers and get product out there.
So, things, we didn't really change much. It was steadily climbing throughout the fall once the hockey season started. It kind of...
people remembered hockey was a thing again?
Yeah.
It is not, it's like baseball after
this
the
is
strike.
Detroit. It's in your DNA here. I mean,
yeah.
No, even here.
You were pissed off for a long time, Dave.
I just finally started watching again. I mean, after the last lockout, it literally took the playoffs last year when it was Red Wings Bruins, and I'm like,
all right,
damn you pull me back in. But no, I mean, even around here, I mean, people forget, that hockey's a thing when baseball's going on, football's going on, especially with the Lions being
precious few times where they all
Year.
overlap.
Who knew?
Too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, the Lions are actually a thing this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the one thing I was
skin of their teeth, but anyway.
The one thing we always liked was you're making these things here, right? It's real rare for people to make any sort of iPhone accessory that's actually tooled in Troy, Michigan, right? It's almost unheard of, and I think that story needs to be told more because everyone talks about manufacturing is dead in the U.S. and they're so far from the truth.
Yeah, it's absolutely. We're working with a company called Kraft Manufacturing, right around the corner from us, and just a phenomenal small company. And that was when we came on the last time. We talked about the fact that we're not going all Madison Avenue on this thing. We're going to grow it organically. Yep. We're going to do it locally. We're going to do it with people from Detroit. We're going to do it here, and we're going to really highlight that craftsmanship. And that's been the most fun part of the whole journey, is to really let people show you what their capabilities are. And I mean, just to work on the tools and the plastics and stuff and all the iterations that we've gone through with Kraft, it's just been absolutely a blast to work with these guys and to tie into that element of Detroit, the arsenal of democracy. They're all still here, man. These guys are all their sons and grandsons and great grandsons of the guys that that tooled the whole industry and made stuff happen in Detroit. And that's the fun. That's the most fun of this whole experience.
Well, especially since, as Bob was saying, I mean, everybody says, the manufacturing is dead. There's never going to be anything happening here again with it. Dude,
it's just
the factories still exist. The tools still exist.
And
the people still exist.
Yeah, the skill set is still there.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's only dead because you don't want it to be alive. That's the only reason.
And if you look really hard, you can find it. Yeah, it's not some big entity that's going to bring Detroit back. It's every one of us little people that are just one notch at a time, helping one another, digging in, bringing things back just a little bit at a time. I mean, I saw that picture where they showed one section of Detroit all refurbishing, and look at how bad it is over here. Hey, you know what? There's a contrast there. Something's happening.
Yeah.
It's really happening, and it's happening organically. That's what's so cool to be a part of.
It can't all happen at once.
No.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, and that's one of the things that we've talked about before, where, you know what? Yeah, you can have one person with $1 million that inflicts a lot of change in his will, or you know what? You can have 1,000 people with $1,000. It's the same amount of money. Go do.
Yep.
Yeah. The interesting thing is that a lot of people are surprised by is we don't have to set the price at an astronomical price either.
Yeah.
The price point is within line of the Chinese made stuff you'll find at Best Buy or any of the cell phone accessory stores. We're not jacking up the price just because it's made in China or because it's made in Detroit. We're pricing it at the same point as what you'd expect for a phone case.
And you don't have to pay shipping or wait 6 months for a product to get here.
Right. And we don't have to order it by the slave wages.
Yeah, you don't have to order it by the container load.
Right. And
we had strangers picking up off the shelf.
And we had something really cool happen early in the game. We had a problem, right? We shipped some product that wasn't up to par. We got a hold of every one of those customers. We sent them new cases, and we made contact with them, and we just decided, you know what? The whole idea of this is to be organic, to communicate with our customer. Those folks that we sent those cases to have become our biggest cheerleaders we've ever had.
Yeah, how novel an American calls me and speaks English and says, how can we fix this? And then they fix it.
What can we do for you? Yep. And you
how
own it.
Novel.
Yeah, we, in about a month and a half ago, we got a deal together with the New York Rangers in Steiner Sports over in New York City. They saw one of our Facebook ads, and one of the guys there gave me a call and asked, hey, we've got all these game-used sticks and broken sticks from the Rangers that we can't, we might sell a couple of them at the home games, but I think we could sell, typically we'll get about 6 to 10 cases out of one stick.
Yep.
He goes, I think we could sell, a lot more of these phone cases. We could sell 8 phone cases at $45 than we could, sticks at $200. Yep. So next thing you know, they send us about 200 hockey sticks from New York Rangers players. They wanted the case frames in the New York Rangers colors, so we call up Kreft, and they were able to match the Rangers. Rangers license blue and red, and within a couple of weeks, we were able to turn that around and send it back out to New York, and now they're selling them at Madison Square Garden.
Dude, that's outstanding.
So
that's so cool.
That's fantastic. I mean, that angle is just incredible. So how are you scaling the business to keep up with that type of demand?
With the with a lot of teams, we've got a couple guys that have been with us from the beginning as far as stick suppliers.
Okay.
But with teams like the Rangers and some college teams and other NHL teams, as we add them, they're just going to supply us the sticks straight from the team, and then we turn around and we kind of isolate those from our other production, and we turn them into cases just out of those players' sticks and send them back. And having Kreft locally, I can give those guys a call and say, they're about 5 minutes away from us?
Yeah, and the college side was something we never even saw coming, which is suddenly now we're getting Penn State contacted us and Ferris State, and so suddenly because their logos are on the sticks, and so there's this. Hey, can we send you our sticks? You send them back.
Well, do they get picky about which section of the stick?
Oh yeah, Terry feels all these calls.
You stole my question. That's gonna be
Terry tries to please everyone. So if you call in, you're gonna get Terry, and Terry's gonna try to figure out how to make it what you want.
Well, yeah, we could get 8 to 10 cases per stick, but could you just use the one part that has our logo? Man,
I just got the section that's red.
Right. With Penn State, the logo's only on one part of the stick, so basically the deal with them is we send them back the cases with the Penn State logo. The other 7 out of 8 panels out of the stick, we get to use those in our mass production. So. But yeah, you're right. We do get some pretty, it can range from no request at all to, generic ballpark. I want a Bauer stick. Well, there's 5 or 6 different models.
Yeah, which color, which
fine.
Team do
but
you
then
care?
It gets, the other day we had one and it said, oh, can I have a special edition Bauer APX2 Team USA Olympic edition? And I'm looking at that. I'm like, listen, the Olympics were what, 8-10 months ago?
Yeah.
If we did get any, we would have used them all by now.
We didn't exist then.
Right. And that brings up a question like we were talking at the bar beforehand that, your inventory is so fluid and so few because the demand is so, it fluctuates month to month, almost week to week, right?
Right. So we, if a store were to order 50 cases, we'll just give them an assortment that's kind of reflective of the requests we get on our website.
Yep.
Yeah.
But for the website, we just found that it's been easiest to do as much as we can in advance. Have all the different parts in stock, but just kind of build to order almost. As the requests come through, we take a look at the packing slip and see what they requested. Boom, pull those sticks from the shelf. We've already got the frame and the packaging ready. Combine the two and then send it out.
But that's kind of a cool part of it too. Is what if you want just generic, I'm pretty sure you can go on Amazon and you can just order something banged out in China. But the thing is that this stuff is real, right? It came out of the game, and it's got nicks and scuffs, and it's genuine, and it's going to change and it's going to fluctuate.
Player touched it, man.
That's it.
So I mean that begs the question then. So
it's every collectible. It's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
So to use your word, the generic thing. So refresh my memory. Are you in stores? Are you?
Yeah. We're in about 15 to 20 retail stores around the country. Talking to a couple of the larger chains and stuff like that. That process has to go through their buyer at national headquarters. So that takes that's more of a drawn out process. But it's easy.
See, I'm surprised you're not targeting like local. I would think it'd be easier to get into like local pro shops and that kind of stuff where the kids are hanging out and that kind of stuff.
The funny thing about that is, even since I stopped playing, competitively, which is senior year of high school, 2008. A lot of these individually owned mom and pop shops around, Metro Detroit have been taken over by the chains.
By Piranhas.
B&R Total Hockey. This one, Total Hockey, they just opened up on Big Beaver. It's the size of a Best Buy or a Walmart, but all hockey gear. Next thing you know, Harper Sports Shop and some of these small stores, they can't buy in they can't.
Yeah, they can't get the volume
offer at the same
discounts
prices, and next thing you know, they're out of business.
It's the Walmart of hockey, Bob.
So how does the production run for those storefront kiosks? Those are the generic ones that you're talking about?
No, it's the same as everybody else. It's first in, first out. So I mean, our target is not to go to the big boxes. That's not our target.
Yeah, and I get that, but you also have demand for those types of storefront.
Yeah.
But you're not going to send them a Red Wings colored case for a generic store.
We'll talk to them and we'll see what.
Yeah, I would assume in pro shops around here, the demand for Pittsburgh Penguins
is not going to be
as high. As
that's what I was kind of
getting at. We'll send them an assortment. Basically, the best way to do it is look at what our requests have been online. Say it's 40% power, 30% CCM.
Right.
We'll send them an assortment reflective of that. But we don't set any minimum order requirements, which makes it easy for a store to give us a try.
Yeah.
But we'll say, hey, we'll send you some sort of ratio that kind of reflects on what we've been seeing online. So you might have a good shot of having what people are asking for. But we'll send them a couple extra sets of Stix because they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
So if they notice one or two aren't really moving off the shelves, one model isn't particularly
break it
popular,
open, swap it out. Yep.
Pop open the shell and swap out the Stix and see if that helps.
Yeah, the other thing that's cool is all these small teams, these high school teams, these grade school teams, the A teams, they all have different colors. So we'll go to a show and team shows up and their colors happen to be the Pittsburgh Penguins colors. Guess what?
Yeah, true.
And there's a run on it, right? Because everybody.
Well, and I would
it's a tribe thing.
That's not a bad. I would assume this could be like a good fundraiser kind of thing and that kind of stuff that schools might want to hook onto.
Yeah, we did a little something with one of the guys that works with us. His son plays, and I don't know what's the level. It's
AAA, Oakland Junior Grizzlies AAA.
Yeah, and we actually sponsored. We actually hung a banner and did some stuff with them, and we just made them like a WD, so they could buy these like a wholesaler, and then they could use the difference between that and the retail to raise money for their club, and mothers and grandmothers and fathers and
cool.
It was just really cool. It's
you must have some interesting stats on what sells, what doesn't sell, as far as colors and logos.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. We get some people leave the request box blank, because we can't necessarily list a drop-down menu of the different manufacturer models because it's trademarked. So we have to give the customer a text box where they can write in their requests. And
Terry loves to start these boxes of Stix that he's not going to use, and then I'll go back in and dump them in the main box again. And we just keep trying it. We just keep trying it.
Damn it, Pat. Well, it's got to be tough these days, Terry, with there's no even with iPhone coming out with 3 different sizes, right? Everyone's on a Samsung, Motorola. It's got to be daunting just to keep up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got an iPhone 5 case from you last time you were here, and I got a 6. I mean, are you keeping up with that?
Yeah, we're basically
I want my Galaxy tablet with 8 sticks across the back.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, the iPad would take 6 sticks?
Yeah.
Well, one of the cool things is because they're working with us at Osirius, and we're in Katia, and we do everything front end modeling.
Yeah.
So we're working right now to develop all the other cases, and in fact, now we're launching another line which is for football, which is called Pigskins, so where players can get an actual football leather phone case, and the shape of the ball is branded into it along with the player's number, so they can pick any number they want. And so, eventually there's going to be a line of these things together for different sports and different tribes, and
I would
allow
think that
people
would be
that
just as
opportunity.
popular, if not more, than hockey.
Yeah.
Well, you were saying it doesn't work for baseball. And you're like, well, no, it does. And you're saying you're doing it with golf too. How do you do that?
Yeah, we're working on it, and you're going to have to end up shaving the balls to create the surface.
Interesting.
For
You
the
have to
phone
shave
case.
you actually shave a ball?
I said it on the radio, and I didn't wait in line for fries.
And we have the bell.
If you shave the ball, you get free fries. I didn't know that.
All right, hey, who knew?
It's a Midtown thing.
No, but I mean,
so how many balls does it take for a golf case?
More than 2.
No, but I mean that's cool. I mean, and I want to get into that next segment. I want to make sure that from a hockey perspective. So you've got the New York Rangers that have reached out to you. Are you dealing with anybody else? I mean, I saw your post the other day. You guys literally are global now.
Yeah,
you've got requests coming in from everywhere.
We're actually there's a 4-country tour that's coming to the U.S. as part of USA Hockey. So
really,
we got a chance to do Russian phone cases, which is how cool will that be?
Dude, that'd be sweet.
Well, that kind of gets back to my scaling question. So is it more than just you?
Yeah,
I mean, you got.
So we've got the guys at Osirius help out, and they kind of they come in and even help with orders as needed. But for right now, it's myself. At least on the fulfillment side, it's myself. I've got a couple of buddies from college who are going to, either dental school or med school next fall.
You need college interns.
They,
Actually, Michigan State, we had a program where they actually helped us with some of the marketing, and it ended up being a class project, and it worked out phenomenally. So yeah, I mean, the whole idea was to mentor this, and was to take the expertise that we had at Osirius and what we do in industrialization, work with Terry and his guys, and actually let him build it from the ground up, so that
turn it into a commercial.
Yeah,
product.
Don't take it away from him, but build the village,
Foster
right? Build the whole thing so that you end up with that whole feel of a tribe. I mean, the whole idea of this thing was to take something that's recycled, that really jazzes people up to pull out with their phone every time that they do, but be a part of their sport. And I've got a niece, Erin, who is just a huge hockey fan, and in fact, Danny DeKaiser stopped by the other day just to see what we were doing.
Really?
And he signed some pucks, and I mean, just an awesome guy.
That's way cool.
And signed a puck for my niece, and she put it on Facebook, and and it's just really cool. I mean, when you start to see what it means to people to be a part of their sport. And it means different things to different people. Some people are never going to play beyond high school.
Yeah.
But they still get to be a part of all this, and that's the whole idea.
Well, and I was joking earlier about people, remembering hockey. I mean, when Detroit is a rabid hockey community when it happens. I mean, it's you don't find. I mean, it's an original 6 city.
Yep.
And so I mean, outside of Toronto, I don't think Chicago is that deep. I don't.
And when you
Boston's close, but yeah.
And when
Chicago
you talk
was
about
as soon as they won.
When you talk about Detroit,
right.
We've had a chance to look through a lot of the archival photographs and stuff, and the things that Terry's doing on the marketing side. And you start digging these pictures out of Gordie Howe and Alex Del Vecchio and Marty Pavlich, and you go, oh my God! I mean, this thing meant so much to people in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s. And, that's the fun part about it. I mean, we did a phone case for a guy who went to Ferris State and was a big part of the hockey program at Ferris State. And Terry was able to capture the Ferris State logo on a stick. We just called somebody over there, and somebody did us a favor. And, I mean, this guy was just overjoyed with the fact that he had a phone case with his favorite team's logo on his phone case.
Look at how popular all the customizable the license plates. Yeah. I mean, stuff like people like showing off their team pride.
Yeah. And this stuff was being thrown away.
Yeah.
So it's and it's just.
I mean, it's the other
really
cool part of it is that it's not winding up in landfills.
Yeah.
What is the oldest source material that you guys have acquired to turn into cases? Is it like months, years? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, they're all, Everything, probably leading up to the past month or two are all from the 2013-2014 season.
Okay.
Everything we've been getting, since the hockey season started, were all from, this season. So,
So you burn through the inventory that fast.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But we also get people that call up and say, I got a stick from back when I played in college. Could you turn that into a phone case for us? And that's kind of cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah, we have to, for the most part, turn those down, though, because they, if we were to screw that up, we might see a loss.
I'm on a mission to see how many people can call Terry in the next month, ask him for custom.
Somebody's got to know a
I'm not going to lie. I actually have a couple of my old goalie sticks still laying around, and if you guys could do it.
Well, hell, that's just one more business angle, right?
Goalie sticks is what we're looking into, but with the curved,
you got that nice big wide paddle, yeah.
I think that might be best for the MacBook or the iPad case.
I'm not worried about the blade. I'm just like you've got that nice big wide paddle on it,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, this is a great conversation, but we are bumping up against the break. We'll be back with Terry and Pat. This is the IT and the D Show.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT and the D Show.
Dig, you IT geeks. This is Dre DeMatteo from Sons of Anarchy. You are listening to IT and the D.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
3, episode 70. This is the IT in the D Show. We're sitting here in the Raw Radio X studios in the Russell Industrial Center. Beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. Again, this is Bob the Sales Guy here with Dave the Geek. Jeff, the voice of reason. Find us online, itandthed.com. Tonight we're brought to you by Logicalis and Quantum. You know where to find them online. And we're back.
Both of their reads have gone on now.
Yeah, exactly. And we're drinking delicious Falling Down beer that they wouldn't let us name, by the way. I'm kind of upset about that.
Yeah, that was like a little...
Dude, that was a great conversation sitting there at the bar where the Belgian just should be named copyright infringement and be done with it.
I like mine, but that one's way funnier.
Yeah, the Belgian Strong is 10 point... What was it? 10.5%?
Yeah.
I wanted to call it the Van Daminator because I was looking up famous Belgians, and I go, Jean-Claude Van Damme was born in...
the muscles from Brussels.
I still like copyright infringement, which harkens back to our conversation when they were on the show a couple weeks ago about...
last week, it was 69.
Or 69, but every beer name we came up with was going to be... They're going to get sued.
Yeah, the Tauntaun Triple, the Tarkin Triple, the Carbonite Kolsch.
Carbonite Kolsch.
I was like, what are you going to get...
Luke Imir Lager.
Yeah, what are you going to get sued by the backup and storage company, Carbonite?
Imperial
K,
Stout.
spelled with a K.
You can call it Imperial Stout. Why can't you call it General Tarkin's Triple?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's been dead for 7 years?
Yeah. Sadly.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah. So let's dive back in.
Yeah.
So we're talking with original Stix, and so we talked about the hockey focus and all that stuff, but the cool thing you guys have coming up now is you're expanding into other sports, which is good, obviously, for you. I mean, hockey's not the only sport out there, but I mean, a lot of people think that hockey is a niche sport that, is just out there doing its thing, and you're breaking into, football, baseball, and other popular activities, which is great. I mean, we all know that this is a Lions town. I mean, as bad as they've been for 50 years, they still sell out every freaking game, and people tailgate every freaking game, even when they're doing things they're not supposed to be doing in the Nemo's parking lot.
What happened in the Nemo's parking lot?
Yeah, what?
Really?
Well, I don't know what you said.
Yeah.
Instead of winning, it rhymes with winning.
Yeah.
Somebody was driving a Honda in Detroit. Disgusting.
Yeah. Go on, just for the...
Just Google Deadspin Lions tailgating.
Yeah.
And you'll find it.
Yeah. and the bad things that happened.
Well, it's not going to eat itself.
So, I mean, is this like, are you gearing up kind of in the same manner where, you're looking at, pro, college, high school? I mean, what's the scoop?
Yeah, it's actually come from contact of other people who are interested in this. So the awesome part is we've gotten requests and people have said, hey, we're football folks.
Get pulled, don't push. I mean, that's smart.
Yeah, it has its own energy. And that's the most fun of all this is it's fan driven. It's being pushed by, people's desire, what they're looking for their tribe.
question just came in on Twitter. I think we talked about this last time you were on, but can you do, if someone says, hey, I wanted the Kaiser stick, is that even possible?
We try to meet meet requests to the best of our ability. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're still working on licensing. We can't market anything as such, as a certain player's name. Got it. But if a request comes through and we've got that stick in stock, we'll go ahead and.
So you got to label like whose it was.
Yeah, we can go ahead and try to meet those requests. But as far as getting the meeting requests and marketing as certain players, that's something we're still working on. In the future, we'd like to serialize each stick. So you look at the serial number, go to our website, punch that in, and it will tell you what player used the stick, what the date of the game was, who they were playing. But for now, if a request comes through and it's something we've got, we'll do it. If not, we'll write a little note. Sorry, we didn't have this, but we'll match it to the best of the best of what we've got in stock.
I'm not gonna lie, I think you guys are ready for Shark Tank. This has got Mark Cuban written all over it.
It does.
One of the things I didn't realize is when you look at these sticks as they come in from equipment managers or different places, as they're broken and turned in, a lot of them have the player's number on there. So you do get to see where they came from, and who they belong to, because the clubs have to identify them in some way. So
yeah.
Yeah, as they have them all lined up behind the bench and all that stuff. Yeah, they have to know. Yeah, okay, don't give the wrong guy or don't give that guy the wrong stick. And yeah.
So how many times a day are you calling Chris Illich? Hey, Chris, it's Terry again.
Hey, we need this
original sticks, man. Just reaching out.
Call me back at your earliest convenience.
I'm sorry, this mailbox is full.
Right. No, but we did have a lot of fun when, I don't know if you ever saw the movie Mystery, but there's a scene where the guy gets off the helicopter and says, I bring you the New York Rangers. So when Steiner got a hold of us, everybody had a blast with that sound bite.
Of course.
Yeah.
But whoever asked that question, for the next week on originalstix.com, if you use IT and the D, all one word, lowercase, as a promo code at checkout, it'll get you free shipping.
Sweet,
awesome.
But yeah, so we're working on the player licensing. We have to go through the NHLPA. It's kind of it's even more of a drawn out process than going through a chain store.
It's
sure already drawn out, but. In the meantime,
I can't imagine them saying no. I mean, someone wants to bring them business.
Yeah.
Well,
these days,
but it'll come down to the negotiations of what percentage they get versus what percentage goes to original sticks, and how many of the dollars. Yeah.
Have you guys ever run into somebody saying, "I want this percentage of my logo showing. I don't want to have it cropped in any given way," that type of thing?
Yeah, I mean, we had one last week where it said, hey, we want the entire word Bauer to show in the stick, and I had to respond to that email and just say, listen, the current Bauer sticks are about 3 feet long. The phone's about 5 inches.
I'm not going to shrink it.
That's not possible, man.
So we got another question coming in from question came in from Meetup. Ironically, with the same last name as Pat, so probably no relation. Just asking, hey, do you guys have apparel?
Yeah, we've. Well,
that's not a plant.
No relation.
So yeah, we wanted to take the same approach of high quality USA made phone cases and apply that to apparel. So we wanted to do that as soon as possible after launch as we could, because once you're established as just a phone case manufacturer, I don't think you're going to want to walk around with a phone case manufacturer T-shirt. You don't see anyone walking around with an OtterBox T-shirt.
Well, you brought us some cool T-shirts. It wasn't like those crappy Gildan,
No, those are
cool material.
So like I said, we're taking the same approach of USA made. The highest quality materials, softest possible. Cotton,
not
in this case,
that feel like cardboard.
Right. So we figured since so many people were,
I mean, not as soft and fuzzy as Courtney from Detroit Beer Press, the best he showed up with,
or the 2 shaved balls.
Hit the bell.
I'm not. We could have rented Courtney's vest out.
We pretty much could have, yeah. We make that an IT in the D T-shirt.
Paul has that same vest, by the way.
So, of course she does.
You make her wear it all the time, don't you?
Absolutely. You wear that to bed tonight, huh?
No, it's all right. Just go to sleep. You're good.
Close.
Stop.
Yeah, we took the same approach, to the apparel. So, really authentic stuff. We weren't just gonna, slap it with a huge, arrogant, hey, this is a hockey T-shirt,
right?
Type of design. Just something that's really authentic. USA made, high quality stuff that
Dave wants a hockey
people
jersey.
we've got those.
Oh, you do?
Yeah,
Oh.
we're participating in the Labatt Blue World Pond Hockey Championships up in St. Ignace next in February. So we went ahead and made some original Stix jerseys for the squad.
One of those.
I think it's more about the Labatt Blue than the hockey, but
that's fine.
I didn't tell the guys
Dude,
that.
give me your logo. I'll have my own, man.
Pat and I had that discussion today where we were like, all right, do we make them a jersey with IT and the D as the last name, or do we give them all a T-shirt? And it was a toss-up.
Oh, you went
We
the
should
low
hook
road.
him up with Dominic for his winter. What is it? The hockey thing he does in January.
Oh, that's right. The I
forget what
is
it's
that
called.
called? It's the frozen
battle or something.
Frozen hockey.
Yeah,
game.
something. Well, actually, we should. 'Cause, Dom Reggio does a bunch of stuff. He's a comic artist. He owns Penelope's downriver. But one of the things he does a big charity fundraiser hockey tournament here in Detroit every year. I think it's the third week. Actually, it might be coming up.
It's coming up pretty quick. It's the first couple of weeks of January.
Yeah. Oh, okay, good. So we
I'll give you
definitely
I'll give you
That'd be cool.
I'll give you his phone number. I'll text him
Right.
tomorrow, and I'll give you.
I know this is bad radio, but I just had a brain thought about it. I'm like, wow, yeah, perfect pairing.
It really would be. I mean,
Yeah.
and Dom's always looking for
he's
local
always looking
places
for
to hook
new
into
partnerships.
and partner up with. So that actually really would be a good thing.
Right.
Awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. We're getting the whole team involved with the
write that
with
down,
the
Dave.
team. So with this hockey team, and we plan to do the same thing with the other brands too, with Pigskins and the basketball, the golf, the baseball.
You keep
we
the same
launch...
name though?
No, we're doing them all differently.
Okay.
We figured. The way I looked at it,
Kind of have to, eh?
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry for
the
the
way I
Canadian.
looked at
When
it.
did you become Canadian?
Yeah, sorry. Talking hockey.
The way I looked at it was, if you can't be everything at once, if you get a say you're a huge hockey fan when you're a little kid and you get a birthday card and it's got a golf club, a baseball bat, a basketball, a hockey stick. You're like, oh, okay, cool. There's a little hockey stick there in the corner compared to getting a full-fledged hockey,
Right.
birthday card. We want to take that same approach. We know everyone's really, people might be fans of every sport, but everyone's got their own sport that they're very passionate about. So, we figured rather than just be a coverall that does every sport, to an extent, we would, make every single brand name, especially for those who are really passionate about that sport.
So the football is going to be what?
Pigskins.
Original balls?
Golf is shaved balls.
Yeah. Hey, it's hard to come up with a name without creating some sort of innuendo.
That bell is going off a lot more.
It is going off a lot, yes.
It's an Anchorman moment. It hurts if I don't say it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, golf will be shaved balls.
Right.
That'll be it. The
With a
original
Z.
shaved balls.
With a Z.
With a Z.
With a Z.
Yeah.
So we got Pigskins with the football, original Stix with hockey, and we throw around some names for the other ones.
That's always half the fun.
Yeah. So maybe lacrosse Stix we'll keep under the original Stix name because it
Would
applies.
make sense.
but-
Yeah.
Just make sure all those URLs are available.
Oh yeah.
Cricket.
Dude, I swear to God, I was just about to say it's growing over here because of the large Indian contingent. Cricket might not be a bad thing to look into.
Yeah, I mean, like you saw on that map we posted,
And then there's
we're
all
getting
the-
shipments worldwide. So
Then there's all
even
the
if it's
sticky
not-
wicket jokes.
I don't know them.
You don't know cricket?
No.
When there's a situation that's called a sticky wicket, and Greg, attorney, invested a whole bunch of stuff in having medallions, and that when the cricket world championship was going on.
When we were in Jamaica,
and had me
Are
build
you
a
still
website,
talking?
and yeah.
when we were in Jamaica for a week, when Bo would get ready, it took her an hour and a half to get ready, and I would sit in the room, and cricket was on every day.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm going to leave Jamaica understanding the game.
And you don't.
No,
And you
because
don't.
No,
I
you
have
don't.
No idea.
Because it's, yeah.
Makes no sense.
Doesn't one game of cricket take 7 hours to
It could
play?
take 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days?
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Who has the time?
I saw a video a couple days ago of some announcer, commentating a cricket game.
He was asleep?
The guy hits a home run and it goes right through the windshield of the announcer's car.
Oh, fantastic. And it's out of.
So have you guys tried to make one for an iPad just to see how many sticks it would take?
Yeah.
Will it hold?
Yeah, that
I'm
would
sure
probably be
they've done the
about
math.
five to 8 sticks, depending on the iPad Mini, iPad, the large iPad. With that, we're going to have to go with the permanent sticks. They're not going to be interchangeable like our smaller ones, or that would just be, 9 different pieces. That's just asking for something to get lost. But we're gonna, like Pat was saying, by expanding to all these different sports, it allows us to come out with new products, cases for all the different popular phones, a lot faster than if it was just one sport and one brand. Trying to measure the popularity.
Well, and you can be seasonal with it. I mean, you're going to have down times when hockey's not going to be big in the summer.
Right. When it's the off season, we're not getting as many sticks,
Right.
but at the same time, we're not getting as many requests.
And that's when your baseball demand will jump up and your football demand and all. I mean, probably the worst time of the year is like right now. When you've got
everything intersects.
Yeah, you've got all 4 sports going, and
You're crossing the streams, you got
right.
But yeah, we're gonna expand. Basically from when we launched June, July, August on out. Every time a new device, at least a flagship device comes out, we're gonna launch the case for it. But we're getting requests. Hey, are you guys coming out with a case for the iPod Touch or something that's been discontinued for 2-3 years?
Well, but everybody's saying that those are hugely, like the original iPods are like ridiculously popular now.
They refuse to die.
Well, because Apple announced they're discontinued, and so suddenly the market rate on eBay went through the roof, and everybody has to have one because now it's like hipsters with typewriters. It's my original iPhone.
It
you
is.
wouldn't understand it.
Well, and one of the cool things that Terry did on the website was he made it interactive. So if fans of the product say, "Hey, I want this," we create a situation where they can give their input, and if enough people show interest,
get pushed, get pulled, don't push.
We're being super careful to make this respectful to the sport and to be a part of the tribe, so that anything we do there's an interaction between us and our customer. And
are you allowed to say that with all the Redskins controversy going on? Part of the tribe?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
Go fund yourself.
It's like Jeremy Lin saying "chink in the armor."
Yeah, exactly. Go fund yourself. Yeah,
right. Exactly.
I went to Eastern, and I was a Huron when I was there. So hey,
So I went to Boston U, and our mascot was a terrier. So we were real tough.
The dogs are picketing,
and the little ankle biter dogs. Yeah, that's
that like
warriors through and through. Yeah,
like Pat mentioned, that request form, where people can request the most, what they're asking for. We almost take that more seriously than we do sales data or market research. For example, the iPhone 5C or the iPhone 4. If you look at just typically published sales data, market research data, it would lead us, we would have been led to the decision, no, don't make this. Apple's selling very many
piles of inventory sitting around.
But, then we came to notice that, at least with hockey, a lot of these parents are upgrading their phones and passing their phone down to their kids.
Yep.
And so that might not register as a sale through Verizon or the Apple Store, but all these kids are getting these brand new phones. They're going to have them for the next 2 years. So, this request, like Pat said, is
it's smart.
very interactive and, helps us, almost as much, if not more so than, doing any type of metrics or market research.
I'd assume so.
Analytics.
It's not our brand. It's the customer's brand.
If you let the customers tell you what they want and you'll fulfill that, you really can't go wrong.
What a concept! Listen,
I know
listen to your customer.
So, are you Terry? Are you getting education on the whole international sales thing, like global shipping and everything? Like, what type of sports are popular in India? Like, what's the attraction there?
Yeah, it's we're not getting very many website visits to the original Stix site from India.
Crickets. Wow, are you guys making Bob like the cricket master?
Bob is the cricket master.
Yeah, but I mean, you published a chart showing that you got sales pretty much worldwide, right? So, like, what is a demand ebb and flows? I mean, seasonal, just like here, nationally. Is it?
It's not going up or down based on geography. It's that we're getting. Okay, let's say one pin on that map. was equivalent to, that would be one sale in, say, Switzerland.
Okay.
Would be equivalent to one pin, in Detroit.
Yeah.
But, from that same, I think it goes by zip code. So we could have gotten 300 orders from, 48826.
Sure.
And one order from, Switzerland, and they'd show up.
Right, but here's the neat part about that, and Terry and I have talked about this, is that it really demonstrates that a lot of these fans are talking to each other. It doesn't matter where they're from, they're on the internet, they're talking about their favorite team or their favorite sport. And that's cool because the brand's growing all by itself through the people who actually are responsible for the brand, the customers. So Original Stix belongs to its customers.
Dude, I get it. I mean, like back in the day when, I was running Sergei Fedorov's website and that kind of stuff. I mean, I was stunned that like people were asking and more interested in the Russian jerseys that we were giving away through the site than they were of his Red Wings jerseys.
Because they were special.
And those were folks here in the States. I mean, they wanted that one-off, something different, something a little bit unique that made them the cool fan.
The hipster before the hipster.
Yeah, the worst thing we can do is go all Madison Avenue on this thing.
Yeah.
We've got to, it has to belong to the customer, and that's where the apparel comes in. And it's just, Terry's done some really awesome stuff with hats and some different jerseys and some of the historic jerseys for the pond event, and that's a lot of fun, is going back
Hartford
through
Whalers.
that stuff.
Give me some whale stuff, man.
Oh, that's probably the greatest logo in all of NHL history.
Absolutely.
That H, no one even sees. It's like the FedEx logo with the hidden arrow. No one notices. No one notices that hidden H in the Hartford Whalers logo until you take a second look.
Yep.
That's what we try to do with our logo with the sticks. It's an iPhone, but it's made out of hockey sticks.
Yep.
You either notice one or the other.
Yeah.
Well,
you just get it over with. Put a team in Hartford. Call Minnesota the North Stars again, and bring back the damn Nordiques. Like, just get it over with,
please.
Nordiques.
Just get it
well,
over.
Dude,
with.
I'm still, I'm the one that keeps saying hockey does not. If your city does not get ice naturally,
if your
don't
city
deserve
doesn't
to have a hockey
team. your team is immediately disbanded.
Right.
They're talking Las Vegas right now.
I know they are.
I know they are. They talk Vegas for every sport. If they're not getting
all the Canadians are like, "What's this all about?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Las Vegas.
Yeah, how does Quebec not have a team again? Yeah,
we're building a new rink in Quebec, eh?
Although Winnipeg's got a team again, which is great. I mean, the Jets are back.
Yeah, they didn't keep the classic logo though.
No,
they went
didn't,
2010s on us with that one.
But yeah, no, I would love to see like a Hartford Whalers because I mean that's one of my favorite jerseys. I don't wear
love the whale.
I don't wear it all day. I'm a huge fan of the whale. We'll get to that topic later.
Sega hockey, man. You're always the Whalers versus the Wings, like every game.
Yeah.
It's
a great look. I mean, it's a great look. It's a great logo. I mean, it's like the old, the old Calgary Flames, or the Atlanta Flames back in the day, and and the Colorado
Golden
Rockies,
Seals.
and the Golden
Calgary.
Yeah. No, I mean it's that. I mean, obviously it'd be impossible to get your hands on that stuff from a stick perspective, but I mean that's there's definitely a niche market because those jerseys still sell, those hats still sell, those
So how do we? So we're bumping up towards the end of the segment. How do we find you online? OriginalStix.com, right?
Yep. ORIGINALSTIX.com.
And the promo code is IT in the D with spaces or all one word?
All one word, all lowercase.
Okay.
And then Twitter and Instagram, it's just original Stix, one word. The first person to tweet us and tag us and IT in the D, we'll give you guys a OriginalStix.com gift card starting now.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. And go.
And Bob's watching his phone.
And that'll be going to Ian, I'm pretty sure.
Ian's already been tagging it.
Bob, what? We need like wrestling tights. Sticks, jersey, wrestling.
No, can you do material like jerseys
Belts?
and stuff? That's interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna test that out with maybe the softer materials. We'll test out with the iPad smart covers. Maybe try and tie that into apparel as well.
We might have a hook into a professional wrestling circuit if you wanted to play.
Just no bottoms, please.
Poodab.
I have the butt part.
It's a whole new meaning to Original Stix.
All right, we'll be back. This is the IT in the D show.
We'll be right back.
I can't believe we didn't get a bell on that one.
Live from the Raw Radio X studios in downtown Detroit, this is the IT in the D show.
Hi, I'm Brittany Daniel from The Game, and you're listening to IT in the D Show.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.
IT in the D presents Real Detroit Heroes.
Real Detroit Heroes.
Today we salute you, Mr. Yelp Review Extremist.
Mr. Yelp Review Extremist.
You watch every episode of Chopped and have Anthony Bourdain as your phone's wallpaper, so you, obviously, are a professional food critic.
What's the latest catchphrase?
Your reviews on Yelp aren't written for the commoners. No, they're written for the people who truly appreciate fine dining experiences. At the corner Coney Island at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday.
Why don't they have sushi?
And so even though the place was clean, the food was exactly what you ordered. It got to your table quickly. You had to wait 18 seconds for your water glass to be refilled, and that's just not acceptable.
Gotta be a 1-star.
If it's not being served to you by a mustache-sporting hipster in a wool cap inside a room full of photos of cities you couldn't name to save your life from behind a bar made of reclaimed wood, well, it's certainly not up to your standards.
I forgot to check in.
So here's to you, Mr. Yelp Review Extremist. Thanks to you, the rest of us have a checklist of places to go just to try the worst meatball sandwich that one guy on Yelp ever had in his life.
Real Detroit Heroes.
IT in the D. Networking Detroit, one beer at a time.
That's outstanding. Welcome back. Segment 4, episode 70. This is the IT in the D Show. We're in the Raw Radio X Studios, Russell Industrial Center, beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. Again, this is Bob the Sales Guy. We're here with Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. Find us online, itinthed.com. All that good stuff. We are enjoying delicious Falling Down beer. The show sponsored you tonight by Logicalis and Quantum. You know where to find
As
them.
always.
As always. We did get an offer from at 3rd Street, Frank, that owns my dad's bar in Grosse Pointe.
Yeah.
Says, how do I sponsor the IT in the D Show? And I told him at least I'd...
Here's our media kit.
Exactly. But yeah, so we... who'd you... Dave, you found people in the hallway.
We have new guests. Roaming the hallways of the Russell, you never know what you're going to find. And I got... There was a guy that wheeled by me on a pretty sweet skateboard. And we just got to yakking and talking. And I'm like, well, what are you doing here? He's like, cool, because he asked what we're doing here. I'm like, oh, we're doing a radio show, yakking, we're drinking beer and having fun. What are you doing here? He's like, my friend, she's got an art studio and she's, got all this cool stuff. And I'm like, all right, well, let's take a look. So I walked across the hallway and took a look, and she actually has some pretty cool stuff. So I was like, oh, well, I think we've talked, we've talked with Terry long enough. Yeah,
exactly. This is no longer the Terry show, sorry.
Right.
Well, this is now,
Let's talk about golf.
We picked someone up at a bar and brought him here. And now
we did. Right.
And now we picked someone up at the Russell and brought him in.
Which is actually the least likely scenario that we thought would happen.
Oh, absolutely.
It could go a lot worse.
True.
It smells like a Grateful Dead concert outside all the time.
What a wonderful smell you've discovered.
Well, and when I walked in, we were yakking and talking, and they asked about Jamaica Queens, the band, which is one of the folks that I saw at the DIY festival out in Ferndale.
You went to the DIY festival?
I called you a queen, is what I did.
You went to the DIY festival in Ferndale?
You're going to mock me? The guy who dragged us to a gay bar last night at the wrestling event is going to mock me about what we did? Really? You got some big shaved balls.
2 of them.
How did you know?
And that's why they call him the Cricket Master.
So, who are you? And what's your studio? Do you have a name for your studio, or is it just your name art? Is it?
Actually, all right. Well, I'll tell you. My name is Andrea. It's very nice to meet you guys.
Not
Officially, I've
not,
been
not Andrea.
Not Andrea.
Not
Andrea.
Andrea.
Very specifically. I'm just kidding. You call me whatever you want. I'll respond to anything. But yeah, we've been across the hall for oh my gosh, how many months now? And I'm just now coming in here and meeting you guys.
Yay.
Yeah. But hey, yeah,
That's right.
My studio-
Leave it to the geeks to find the little hot artist girl.
Right.
Oh gosh, come on. I am very much a geek myself.
Yeah, you figure it out.
I mean, I was watching Star Wars when you walked in. Come on, I mean,
no joke. On the TV and watching Star Wars.
That's what brought you in, not her. That's what brought you in.
It was the Star Wars.
I heard lightsabers.
Which episode?
I heard.
Obviously one of the good ones.
We like her already. We like her already.
Only 4, 5, 6
Yep.
not on Endor.
Exactly. That's right.
It's called the box set, and we own it, and it's wonderful.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, my studio is actually called Destination Liberation. I just started it up. It's actually a new company for me. This is my second company. But yeah, I do like really cool stuff. Crazy
What do you
geometric
make?
designs. I mostly do like canvas, acrylic paintings on canvas, or
Okay.
furniture, stuff like that. It's cool, you know. And then custom artwork too. I do a lot of portraits, all that good stuff.
Very cool.
Pretty neat.
Terry, you got to figure out how to get her to paint on some hockey sticks to put into the deal.
Oh man, hockey sticks! I can do that. I can.
Yeah,
do
so
that.
these guys make iPhone and Android cases made out of old repurposed hockey sticks.
Oh snap! Look at that. That is too cool.
See, you were talking about fundraiser earlier, so this is a natural, right? You got a neighbor who's an artist. We're making phone cases out of hockey sticks. It's
There you
canvas.
go. Right.
Now we're going to do a Star Wars
everything
thing.
could be a
Hold on.
canvas, right?
When do we stop writing everyone else's business plan?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for the love of God, can we stop making other people's businesses prosperous and make ours prosperous?
No, can you do like a portrait of like the
three of us?
Yeah, but like do like
in smoking jackets.
Obi-Wan, Anakin, and
Jabba?
and
And
Yoda,
Yoda.
all dead, like the ghost, but like our heads.
Oh.
Can I just say I would be so happy to do that for you guys? I will not charge you.
Like,
can
could you
just grab
actually
my
do that?
name.
Oh.
Come on, really? Come on, look at me. Of course I can do that.
I
kind
of want that.
I kind of want that.
Like that, dude. That
would be awesome.
That would be
I'm
that would
really
be our
not
new
kidding
logo,
you guys.
our new shirt, our
Or no,
That
or
might be our homepage on the
X-Wing
website.
pilot picture, like all three of us have
Stay
our
on
own.
target.
Exactly.
No, dude, see, it needs to be like the three of us, like sitting in the Mos Eisley Cantina with "You came in that thing. You're braver than I thought."
Is this going to be on a billboard when I land at the airport? Coming back in?
It might be.
Well, there was a fat X-Wing pilot, so it's not that far fetched that I get
Yeah?
a big
Yeah, his
gas
name
into
was
the thing. Exactly.
From now, well, last week your Delta Tau guy name was Grizzly.
Now it's Porkins.
This week your Delta Tau guy name is Porkins.
I'll run with that. I don't mind that one.
So what kind of art? I mean, like there are different kinds of art, and it's all open to interpretation. I mean, like, you know, we had Woodward Throwbacks in here a couple weeks ago, and they're doing, you know, all the reclaimed wood desks and like bottle openers and all that kind of stuff. And we've had, well, you know, Kelly from Bebop Art that did the Kiss stuff that you've got.
Well, then Dave Santia that does like the speed.
Yeah, all the
painting.
speed. So like what kind of art? Because I mean, great radio, but it's not a visual medium. But like, what kind of art do you have out there?
Oh gosh, all right. So a little hard to explain without actually showing, but I mean, most of my
We'll
work.
run down and grab a picture.
Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, go grab.
Once
go
again,
grab a
great
picture.
radio.
Just take a great picture. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly like separated, you know, paneled like canvas work, but I mostly do geometric patterns. I just like to kind of, you know, screw with the eyes, I guess, you know. So that's what I like to do.
It's
and
a
then,
schooner.
Oh man, that sounds
Sorry.
No, it's not one of those.
What's his name from
3D
Mallrats?
Yeah,
it's a sailboat.
Yeah, it's not one of those
No,
3D
it's
stereo.
not.
It's not a stereotype. It's not. Yeah.
I've been staring at this thing for 3 days.
There's no Santa Claus.
Now it's starting to sound like a therapy session.
And
It always is.
Welcome to the fourth segment.
This might even bleed into a fifth segment.
So, like, do you focus mostly on like the? I know there's like a farmers market and an artist market here. Do you do stuff around the city? Like, what's your niche target demographic?
honestly.
Whoever will buy your stuff.
Whoever will buy my stuff. Like, I'm
You're starving, you
guys.
want the money.
I need money. Like, help me out here. Like,
Yeah.
No, really. Honestly, I paint because I love to paint. That's what I do. You know what I mean? It's not about making money. It's about being happy. I think we had this conversation earlier. So, you know, whatever you
money
can
makes
do.
me happy, so that's kind of
Money does make me a little
It's just-
happy, I'm not going to lie, because money does buy things like alcohol and, you know, assorted other
That's right. Money can't buy
substances.
happiness, but money can buy a penguin, and you've never seen an angry person with a penguin.
Right, no.
That is
Never.
the truest statement.
It's not about the money, it's about the respect.
But the love.
But the love.
It's about the process.
No, it's slide 2. I don't know. Slide 3, profit.
That's right. Step 1, paint things. Step 2, step 3, profit.
All right.
I have yet to reach the profit part of it.
So, like, when you talk about, like, commissions and that kind of stuff, like, I mean, have you, like, what kind of stuff do you do other than turning us into Jedi ghosts?
Oh, gosh.
Because that's
going to happen, by the way.
going to happen.
Here's an example. I know no one listening can see it, but that's Tony Soprano that I painted. So this was a commission piece that I did. So really,
That's pretty.
yeah, heck yeah. So
That's pretty sweet.
yeah, it was
We'll
pretty
tweet that
neat.
out right now. That's
Heck
awesome.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I can do anything really. I mean, I don't want to say I'm talented, but I mean, hey.
No, you're talented.
Johnny,
hang on. What
I can't do it.
Hang on. Let's business right now. Let's talk. Kenny Powers, like. I want like the Kenny Powers. Do you ever see the K-Swiss commercial where it's Kenny Powers like riding a lion?
Oh,
Kenny!
oh my gosh.
I want that.
Yes.
I want that.
Yes.
All right, name
That's
your
all.
price.
For you, no price.
No. I pay.
No,
I pay.
we'll pay.
Oh no, the glory of painting that alone.
I will send you what I want, what it is, and what I want it to be. Yeah, I need that.
Excellent.
I'm actually going to probably hang it on my ceiling above my bed.
I don't honestly think that's going to happen. But
I think the prices went up.
And I think we were all happier not knowing that.
But if you do that, that is a sure way to not charge. I will not charge you if that is the case.
Or I'll take down my bathroom mirror and put that in instead. Just I'll look in.
Just so you can look at it. That's you every morning.
Right,
Yeah, I was kidding. So we actually had this
I'll
conversation.
never have a bad day again.
Yeah, no, we actually had this conversation last night where like there's that trade-off in life. Like when you're young and doing all the stupid stuff, you don't necessarily have as much money to play with. When you hit our age and you have all the money to play with and where we are in our careers, you don't have the resiliency to do all the stupid stuff anymore, which probably kept us alive in our 20s. Because like if we had the disposable income that we have now, then there would be no now because we'd be dead.
when will then be now?
Exactly. No, but that's very, very cool. So I mean, so is it mostly, like I said, I mean, is it like local? Like where can people, other than coming up to the 4th floor at the Russell and wandering around?
Because that gets a hotbed of traffic, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, so much traffic up here, man.
Right, yeah. If you feel like wandering around the set of Saw 7, just hit the 4th floor and follow the smell of weeds.
Earlier when you guys said just go on up, and I'm looking at the building thinking, I don't know if I want to just go on up.
That doesn't seem like a wise
we've
decision
actually
on
had
my
guests
part.
get lost in this building before, so it's probably not a good
we had
idea.
a guest who's hanging on the wall get lost coming here. That's the sad part of that story. Yeah,
we're not going to go there.
Well, basically, to answer your question, I do have a website. It's www.destinationliberation.com. You can reach me directly through the website if you would like to commission me for any works. Like I said, I do anything, any size canvas, really anything you need.
That's
so,
the picture.
Let's do this, really.
Oh, I'm so in. That's the best picture I've ever seen. He's actually riding a horse. I thought it was a lion.
No,
Make it a
it's a horse.
lion.
I can make it a
That's
lion.
from Revelations, isn't it?
Yes?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's it right
Okay.
there. Yep. It's still under development. Unfortunately, I work 3
All
jobs.
websites are.
But, yep. Yeah, you can, all my direct lines are there. Address is there. You can reach me anytime.
Very cool. We'll be Facebooking and tweeting this out right now as we speak, actually. So
nice. So I tweeted out, I can't believe nobody's paying attention. Why are you not tweeting at Original Stix and IT and the D for free stuff? We're literally getting retweets now that say at Original Stix and at IT and the D for free stuff.
once again, real-time tech support.
So how do we pick the winner here?
And again, no bell. I mean, come on.
There you go.
So what are we going to do to pick the winners here?
Well, it's your call. It's your company. You decide.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
shoot.
bunch now. You guys are
There's a lot.
Yeah, you
I
might
think the first 3 were at WankR22. Wanker22?
Sounds like
wait,
You're automatically out.
wait, Bob. That's not you, is it?
No.
All right. At Schmally. and at Johnny Delicious.
Johnny Delicious is listening?
He fixed a contest last night. He's out.
There's two of them. I think we're going to go with the girl playing hockey in her
Ian,
profile
Lisa,
pic.
Logan. Yeah, we got a bunch.
Terry, that's the problem with our audience. You know, it's everyone's suspect.
All right, I'm just going to...
Just pick somebody.
Schmally, you win.
There you go.
And
we'll message you with further information.
Your reward for listening to IT and the D, and it's not fries.
Yeah, that's right.
Good.
And you know what? The best part about it, you don't have to wait in line
for 3 hours.
In the cold.
And there's a McDonald's across the street.
Right. No, so that's very cool. I mean, I am constantly stunned by the amount of cool stuff that's going on around here, and like we know the tiniest little sliver of it. I mean, like we know the glass blowing folks downstairs. We know like some of the other. There's a couple other studios and that kind of stuff going on. Like I was joking. There's the rumor has it there's a porn studio 5 doors down.
I can confirm that rumor.
Oh, no! Don't ask the question about it. There's an after hours.
Why are we here?
There's
acting.
Oh boy!
And Bob has left the area.
Right, exactly.
Bob, there's a remote unit in the back corner.
Yeah, dude, Bob just did me. Bob was good.
Only if it's clowns or midgets. Sorry, I didn't say that. Did I say that?
Dude, clowns scare you.
They do.
He's literally afraid of clowns. That's
American Horror Story just like amplified it by like 10,000.
Yeah, he like when they announced they were doing a new version of Stephen King's It, he was like rocking in a fetal ball in the corner for like 2 days.
Those random people dressing in clown makeup walking around the streets nationwide are like freaking you out.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, if that happened,
it's like a nightmare.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to find some of them that I can pay to like wander around on the hills.
Well, just walk up and down Bob Street.
Yeah, just walk within a 2-mile radius of this house.
At Joe's bachelor party, we got Roscoe the clown who does kids breakfast to do a kids show with balloon animals, and then we had Brutal Betty, who's the 65-year-old dominatrix, 300-pound lady, to beat them. So Brutal Betty. So we got Roscoe bent over a table, and Brutal Betty with the cat and nine tails beating the hell out of this clown in full makeup. It's haunted me to this day, that image.
And you wonder why you're afraid of clowns.
No, I know.
It's love the graphic that Terry is sending people.
Nice.
A winner is you.
That's outstanding.
Is that from that old wrestling game? That 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my favorite.
You cage match.
Nice.
Is this show over yet?
Yeah, we're getting close. So okay, so let's make sure we cover all the bases.
Having Brutal Betty flashbacks is
exactly. Yeah, your ass is hurting as we speak. Yeah, all right, so Terry and Pat, everything you guys have going on is out at originalstix.com. If somebody wants to find the Osirius group, we've actually got the link out there already on Facebook. Is there a website as well?
Yeah, OsiriusCustomProducts.com is kind of like the overall, covers original Stix, all the other pigskins. MyPigskins.com is kind of like it's got a placeholder right now where you can register your email and be the first to know when Pigskins hits the market. Then the baseball bat and basketball phone cases are going to be coming out after the holiday.
That's kind of cool, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, OsiriusCustomProducts.com.
Bowling ball cases coming out?
Bowling ball case.
What is with your obsession in balls?
You can actually,
and they're getting, Dave, and they're getting bigger and bigger.
Exactly. Yeah, all night long the balls have been getting bigger that you wanted to talk about.
Next, we're going to have hot air balloon cases.
Do you have 16-pound balls? Yes. Isn't it hard to walk?
I'm not even.
Was it Breakfast Club? This guy, he's got elephantitis of the nuts. Yeah, you'd have to sit in the back seat because his nuts are riding shotguns.
Right. Exactly. But
what are you, 7?
Why do you have to ask that question? So yes, okay. So originalstix.com and Andrea. You're out at destinationliberation.com. We tweeted that out. We'll get that out. Why not? And I'm not going to lie. I want us as Jedi ghosts.
Yeah,
yes.
that will happen.
I really do.
By the way,
Jeff's Yoda.
Guys, we're going to make this happen. I promise you that.
Jeff's so Yoda.
That means I'm the oldest and wisest. Shut the hell up.
And we're okay with that. Yeah. And you talk in cryptic riddles that no one understands.
Right.
Wait, does that mean that you're Anakin, the whiny bitch?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's right. I was the chosen one that no one understood what bring balance to the Force means.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next week. This is the IT and the D Show.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Baby! Beat it.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
Look out, Flash!
Flash! Don't move! Stay where you are!
Long live Flash! You've saved your ass. Have a nice day.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Murphy.
Make the run. The run.
Game over, man. It's game over.
It's over, Johnny. It's over.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You just don't turn it off.
Yo! Hold up! Time out! Time out! Y'all take a chill. You need to cool that shit out. And that's the double truth, Ruth.
I hope this was as much fun for you as it was for me.
How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
You're in your underwear. I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I have a headache.
I definitely want to see Bob in his underwear. That's a fact.
Bear me.
Why would Buick put their cars next to the Bentleys? Why? That's not marketing.
The alphabet.
It's brilliant.
Because you're getting your 8-track tuned up.
Are we at a break yet?
I may have to wipe the geek off. I can't say no, and I don't really want to.
Well, especially with the back doors open.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
So you have no boots.
No.
You have no gloves.
No.
You have no hat.
No.
You have no scarf.
No.
You have no scraper.
No.
How long have you lived in Michigan?
All my life.
You, sir, are an idiot.
I don't care.
When are we going to talk about me?
Jane, you ignorant slut. Woo!
This is the ladies' man.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
Shut up. Stop talking.
You're so white right now.
I'm the whitest guy in the room. Just explain it to me.
I love this city.
I was banging on the wang.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it. Should I keep going or should I stop?
Hell yeah.
Can I just say, it's been great being on a show that talks about Mickey Rooney dying for 20 seconds and then poop for 10 minutes.
You're not very informative, but wow, are you entertaining.
This is a previously recorded episode of the IT in the D Show.